What's up, Karma Nation? The boys are back in the building. You have the one and
Yes,
only Beat
sir.
the Spread, aka Ben. You have Slam the Bookie, Dead Press Picks, and myself,
What
Analytics
up?
Capper. Let's get it, yo. I'll start with Beat the Spread. How's your couple days been going on, man?
On the show on Tuesday, we went 1-1, but as you guys so forced me to take Providence as a max, that actually ended up working out. Providence
We
did
got your
win
back,
as the
bro.
max
See?
play. Yep,
You're
yep,
We
welcome.
yeah,
got your back.
yep. They did
Yeah.
cover. It was a little bit scary near the end there, a little bit, but not too bad. They won.
Dead, my guy. How about
Couple
you?
digits.
How's college basketball treating you right now?
Great season, AC, but last couple of days, little regression. 1-1 on the show also on Tuesday, but we're going to get a nice sweep for the boys today. No doubt about
Of
that.
course.
Beautiful. Slam the Bookie, Texas Tech money line. What about you, man? I know you hit that. That was a
Yes.
great dog of the day. But how last couple days been going for you?
Man, we've been kind of hot, at least the past 2 days. I don't want to jinx anything here, but great bounce back these last 2 days and great win by Texas Tech.
Awesome. All right, before we get into last night's slate, guys, I do want to thank our partners at betkarma.com. We call ourselves part of the Karma Nation. It's one of the, honestly, when it comes to betting and you're looking at tips and tools and trends and things like that, betkarma.com is one of the sharpest sites out there. So definitely take a look. A lot of their tools are free. So, 90% of the stuff that you can get on the website, you just go on betkarma.com and you'll see a lot of nice tools and comparison things that you can leverage. There's a few things that BetKarma is running right now. One is a $250 cash giveaway. All you got to do is go on the website or go on their Twitter page, BetKarma, and you'll see how to enter. It's college football related. Again, it's $250 cash prize for the bowl season. Again, if you are big into college basketball, and we are big college basketball handicappers ourselves here, there are a ton of tools that are about to go live on the website, betkarma.com. So definitely check that out in the next day or two. All right, I'll start with last night's games. There were a couple big upsets here. One big one was UConn on the road. I'll start with you, Ben. West Virginia won 56-53. Low scoring affair here, but that's a pretty impressive win there for the Mountaineers.
Yeah, actually, UConn was my max play last night.
Oh, I had to start with you.
Yeah.
Nice max, Ben.
Yeah. So they were without one of their best players. That's all right. They still played well. Honestly, it was a really, really back and forth game. It was anyone's game down to the last few minutes. It was kind of a sweater the whole way. UConn actually had a lead by like 3 with a few minutes left. They didn't score. I think they had like 2 points in the last 4 minutes. They ended up losing. It was crazy, man. They had like 3 shots on one possession with the last 30 seconds. So they were plus 2.5. They lost by 3. That was a crazy game, though. Honestly, you can't be too mad about it. It happens. It's sports betting, but that's a nice win for West Virginia. Honestly, they looked pretty good, even though it was low scoring. So definitely
Slam. Were you able to catch this game or follow it?
No, man. I was actually on this other game here, Indiana versus Wisconsin. Man, I had the under. It was a little scary the first half. I was gonna take Indiana. The line just kind of baited me into take Indiana, but I pulled away. I was like, wait a minute. I went with the under, and the under hit. Wisconsin actually was able to slow down Indiana's second half and get the cover and the win. That was a really cool run comeback, and the under hit too. So hey, it's a win-win.
All right, Dad, there was a big battle there in the state of Florida. Florida was hosting North Florida, 30-point win here. Florida's a top 20 team in the country. Do you think they're going to make some noise, moving forward in the season and maybe in the big dance?
Yeah, it was on Florida at 26.5. Felt pretty comfortable.
You took that?
I did take that after we talked
That's
about
sharp,
it.
bro. That's sharp.
I'm a sharp man. What can I say? I mean, we ended up with Florida there. It ended up a little tight, but then they were able to pull away at the end. But yeah, see, to answer your question, I think the SEC is wide open, to tell you the truth. I think Kentucky still would be the favorite, right? But we've seen Arkansas looks really good. Auburn's going to be in the mix. You mentioned Florida. I think the SEC will actually be one of the more competitive conferences when it comes time, it should be a fun conference to hop into.
All right, for me, one of the games I was on personally, as well as I gave this out to VIP clients, but Michigan State -7. They were on the road against Minnesota. They almost blew this, guys. They almost blew this. They were up double digits all game long, and then they allowed Minnesota to hit a 3, and then had a stupid turnover with like 25 seconds left. Thankfully, they're a really good free throw shooting team. I think they hit like the last 8 free throws, or else we would have not covered and maybe pushed there. But Michigan State won by 8, 75-67. This is December now. So this is when Tom Izzo kind of turns it around, December, January, heading into March Madness. In my opinion, Michigan State is a team that you should start looking to back. All right, Handy, one more game, Ben. One more game from last night. Arizona, Wyoming. Arizona shellacked them 94-65 at home. Arizona is a damn good team, number 11 in the country. Do you think their chances like Elite 8, Final 4 type of caliber?
Yeah, I really like them as a team. Obviously, I think they're kind of more of a defensive team, even though their offense is actually pretty elite. They can score inside the paint really well. Wyoming actually, that's a good win because, okay, Wyoming isn't super impressive, but they were undefeated before last night. So, I mean, that's something. I mean, any team that's undefeated in D1 going, what were they, 8-0 before last night.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's still a good win, even if they're not some, crazy good team. Arizona, to me, is really going to have to keep this identity because they play in a pretty difficult conference. So I think they're just going to have to keep it up. Not a whole lot I can say this early because they've had some good wins, Michigan, Wichita State, but I think they need a few more marquee wins to really set themselves at the top.
All right, guys, real quick, AC, I'm going to hop in here because we got a little special announcement from Bet Karma as well.
Beautiful.
So Bet
Let me retweet this right now.
Yeah. Get it hyped up.
Get a retweet for good luck tonight.
Hype it up.
So Bet Karma is
go 8-0.
giving one of you an all-expense paid trip, guys, to a Week 18 NFL game of your choice. So how you guys enter, you got to go to thekarmacontest.com. Again, that's thekarmacontest.com to enter. Winners will be announced Week 16. Pretty dope that you can go to any game, of your choice. All you got to do, enter, give yourself a chance. I know us four will be entering that thing, and we hope all of you guys do as well. But just wanted to throw that out for the boys. Give you guys something to look forward to. And make sure you guys hop in.
I love it. All right,
yes,
guys.
Sir.
Let's go ahead and get into our bets of the night. It's a big slate Thursday. We're heading into the weekend, so a lot of people want some momentum going in. Yeah, that's the website right there, betkarma.com. You could check out all the live odds, and then you can compare the odds with other sites as well. I'll start with Slam the Bookie, man. What's your favorite play of the day?
I mean, the boys said I had a max today, but we're gonna save.
Wait, is this the max?
No. We're gonna save it. We're gonna save it for later. We're gonna save it for later. So tune in.
That's for last.
Keep tuning in. Keep retweeting this video, guys.
Yep.
Let's get the views up. Let's get the likes, the comments up here. But let's go to the first game. I'm looking at this game right now. Purdue versus Rutgers, right? Line sitting at 13.5 now.
Rutgers.
Purdue. So first off, I look at this line. I'm like, damn, is 13.5? Purdue's only 13.5, right? Like it kind of doesn't make sense, right? This Rutgers team can't really score. They're terrible on offense, and Purdue is number 1 in the nation on offense right now, man. They're well balanced. They're doing it all over the court. They can shoot the three. They can score in the paint. So I dig deeper into it, and this is the first true road game for Purdue. They're going on the road here. I don't really count neutral sides as road, but they're going to a Rutgers arena. I think it's Jersey Mike's arena, I believe. I would think the Rutgers school students would be pumped up for this game. They're going up against the number 1 team here. Offensively, I don't really trust Rutgers here, but I think defensively they might be able to get it done against Purdue. If Rutgers would get it done, I think they get it done in the first half here. They come out strong. They might get a 5-point, 10-point lead there, and then pretty much choke it away in the second half. I like first half Rutgers here. I think defensively they come out strong. Offensively, they might start out hot. They haven't been good pretty much all season. But they play good at home. They got a solid win against Clemson here, and I expect them to do well here in the first half. The line is +7. I see +7.5 at some books here. But we're going to go with +7 Rutgers.
Slim, we're getting a lot of comments here in the chat right now. One of them is
What's
actually
up?
related to this game. You
What up?
talk about Purdue, one of the better teams, better offensive teams. Rutgers can't really score. Do you like Purdue -6 in the first half?
I just said first half Rutgers.
Yeah, I think he's completely opposite.
So you like Rutgers first half? Do you like Rutgers for the game too? Sorry for not paying attention.
I think full game is a little scary. I think Purdue either starts out slow and then comes back in the second half, and then I think first half is better for the Rutgers side because they're at home.
Okay.
They play better at home here. They got a solid win against Clemson. Their offense has to get it together, right? So I think in the first half they start out hot. Their defense is pretty average, pretty good. But again, it is a scary Purdue team, so I might regret this one. But I like the number here, and then and Purdue being on the road.
All right, so I did pay attention there. So you like Rutgers first half. Let me give my pick before we get into Ben's max play for today. All right, Texas Seton Hall. This is supposed to be a really good game tonight. Texas is 6-1. Seton Hall is 7-1. Two of the better teams in the country. Seton Hall's offense is a little better. They're averaging about 82.5 points a game, covering 4 of the 5 games at home. I'm gonna go against my team here, guys. I'm gonna go.
No, don't do that.
I'm gonna go Seton Hall tonight. I think they pick up the dub.
No.
It's a very, very short line, right? It's like -1 or maybe a pick 'em. But I think Seton Hall takes care of business. Texas has been really good outside of that Gonzaga game where Drew Timme just like dominated them. I'm not saying Seton Hall is gonna dominate, but they do have a lot of bigs, and Texas is a little undersized. If Texas does pull off the victory tonight, that would be a really impressive win for Drew, Chris Beard and company. But I like the home team tonight. All right, Ben, give it to us.
Matthew McConaughey and co over there in Texas. They're gonna take the loss tonight. I don't know. I just think it's so funny. I see him all the time. Okay, well, this isn't my max, but it's the exact opposite of Chris's play. It's going to be Purdue first half -7.5.
Opposite.
Yeah. To me, no matter how I look at this game, I just think it's all Purdue, and that could be a square thing. Probably is a square play, but I don't really care because Rutgers in the first few games they didn't really impress me. They're 1-4 over their last 5. They've been playing, and some of those were against like cans. I mean, they played Massachusetts, Lafayette. Massachusetts didn't necessarily can, but they lost to Lafayette at home. I mean, that's a pretty bad loss there. Their one win against Clemson, which Chris brought up, I think that was more like Clemson couldn't really shoot in that game. Maybe it was a good win, but without Remy Martin right now, I just think that their only option really is to look to either Ron Harper, obviously one of their top scorers, and then Omarui. I don't even really know how to. His name's hard to pronounce. His name is hard to pronounce. All right, give me a break. But think about who's going to be guarding him. You have Edey. He's got like 5 inches on him. That dude's like 7'4". So he's going to probably shut him down all night. That's how I look at that. So basically, they're going to have to rely on Ron Harper in this game.
Ben, how about the first half under? What do you think?
See, I don't know.
Someone just asked in the comments.
That's a little scary.
Rutgers sucks at defending the 3, and that's where Purdue is literally the top team in the nation behind. They're second in the nation in 3-point shooting. So I think they're going to make a lot of threes in the first half. I think they can make like 10 threes in the first half. Rutgers just doesn't defend the 3. So, I mean, it's really, to me, this comes down a lot to stylistic matchup, and Purdue, they have the better big man. who can stop Omaruri. I'll attempt to pronounce that again, even though I can't. And then they're going to make a ton of threes. That's how I see this game going down. I think they're going to pull out early. Purdue was up double digits in their last 2 games, really impressively over Iowa and Florida State. So, I mean, they're up double digits on them. I don't see how they don't do the exact same thing. Granted, those were home games. This is on the road. So that is one aspect where Chris said it's their first true road test. But I don't think that necessarily matters here just because there's such a more elite team.
All right, Ben. I actually do agree. I think it is Purdue first half, just by the way. So I'm going to be on Team Ben for this moment. But
Did Ben convince you, bro? He convinced you, huh?
Wait, Ben, you're getting roasted because you said Remy Martin instead of. I know you meant to say Gio Baker.
Gio Baker.
No.
No.
Reputation is gone.
Take first half, Rutgers. Take
Remy Martin, bro.
Remy Martin plays for. I didn't know he transferred.
I know.
But no, so I'm gonna go to Remy Martin's old team, guys, for my play here at Arizona State. I got it at -3 at -118. I think it's 3.5, 3, kind of depending where you look. But this is an Arizona State team, guys, who, you know, they're 3-6, right? So if you look by record, this isn't a very good team, but they're still a favorite here in this game. But you have to look at who they have played so far. Arizona State's had a lot of tough games. San Diego State. They only lost to them by 2. They actually played Baylor somewhat tough. Losing to Baylor by 12 is, you know, not the worst thing in the world. Syracuse beat up on them. Loyola of Chicago. So they've had really tough games. They did just beat Oregon on the road. We know Oregon isn't, you know, what we expected coming into the year, but I think they're still a much better team than what Grand Canyon's seen. So Grand Canyon's strength of schedule so far, yes, they're 8-1, but like I said, they've kind of had a lot of cupcakes on that schedule. To this point in the season, their only loss was against Wyoming. And, you know, I do think Arizona State's a better team ultimately than Wyoming. So I'm going to back Wyoming. I'm going to back Arizona State here at home on the short line. I think Hurley has the boys ready, and I think Arizona State does get it done tonight, guys, as a slight favorite. Someone else can talk.
All right, I'll go next. I was waiting for Slam there. Okay, my second best bet. I thought this team was going to be trash after Luka Garza was drafted. But Iowa's offense is freaking elite, guys. They're averaging over 90 points this year, and they've had some pretty good games, pretty good competition. This is kind of an interstate rivalry here, Iowa versus Iowa State. It's going to be at Iowa State. Iowa right now, the Hawkeyes are the steaming road favorite. I love that action. Give me Iowa. I think they blow them out tonight. Do you guys agree?
Disagree? Yes. I went Iowa first half last night when they were, you know, it did juice up a little bit. But I think it is an Iowa play all the way. I think Iowa State might end up being a little bit like a public dog as well. People look at oh my God, they're ranked, blah, blah, blah. But you hit it on the head there, AC. Iowa is much better, I think, than everyone expected.
Yeah, I mean, just from a number standpoint, Iowa State is undefeated. They're 8-0. They're at home. So why are they underdogs? And it's moving away from them. I think that's a really big tell. And Iowa's been on the road only twice this season, and they covered both games. So I like Iowa tonight. I'll go to Slam the bookie next.
What's up, boys? All right, second pick. I want to say max player, but it's I'm not gonna say max play. No,
max. It's a max,
especially not for this game. I feel like Ben right now. I'm gonna take a small school. I'm gonna take a really bad school here in this spot. I think they're in a good spot here. I think they're due. I'm taking William and Mary. Oh my God, sorry. William and Mary minus the 3. You know, William and Mary has been pretty bad at covering the spread this season, right? I think they're maybe 0-8. Probably the worst team against the spread this year. But I mean, they're due for one, right? And so I think this is a good spot against a Hampton team that's good on paper, right? But they're not better than William and Mary here.
Yeah.
You know, they're 0-4 in away games here. So this is a good spot for William and Mary to get first win and first cover of the year. I think they'll be motivated to come out there and you know, get this dub. And again, if they don't turn the ball over, I think they'll do fine because William and Mary has they don't really have a good point guard. So that's why they've been kind of turning the ball over a lot. But if they can limit turnovers, I think they get it done here. And Hampton was on a they got a solid win against Norfolk State. I think it was like a buzzer beater win. So I expect a letdown spot here. And yeah, man, you can take it as a max, but I'm just taking it as a 1-unit play, boys.
Props to Slam for backing a team that's 0-9 against the spread this year.
Are they 0-9 or 0-8?
Well, they're due.
Yeah, they're due. Maybe they'll win the next 9, man. All right, let's go, Ben. Max play.
All right. Well, I guess we can call it a max if we want to. I do like it a lot. Probably more than the Purdue play. Purdue's a little bit scary, but I like Colgate -3.5 here. I would actually recommend probably buying that down to -3 to get it to -120, just because that is a super key number. If there's a 3 to tie, you can get a good push out of that if it comes down to that. Purdue, man, I've watched. Purdue, man, look at me, I'm getting all messed up. Pittsburgh is a completely soulless team. I've watched them quite a bit this year. I mean, they lost all their starters. They were supposed to have Savande and Horton. They don't have either of them. One has aggravated assault, actually, so he's out for who knows how long.
Oh,
but I mean, yeah, I mean, they were 2 guys who were supposed to kind of be the soul of this program, and they aren't there. They don't have any of their starters from last year. They're 2-6. Their 2 wins were against not great teams at all. They do have that 1-point loss at Virginia, but I mean, when you look at that game, Virginia shot 4 for 21 from 3, and they only had 7 free throws the entire game, and they only made 5 of them. So, I mean, if anything, I count that as more of like Virginia played just a horrible game than Pittsburgh had a good game because it was a low-scoring one. So I think a lot of people might see that and say, oh, well, they only lost by 1 to Virginia, so this is a good spot here because it looks like it's kind of even action right now, but Colgate's style of play matches up really well with Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh plays kind of that zone sometimes. They switch back and forth off it, but it gives up a lot of 3 looks, and they have a terrible 3-point defense, and Colgate is the 19th ranked team in the nation in 3 points made. So, I mean, they have a crazy assist rate on their 3s. So they're really good at moving the ball around and getting up 3s. They make a ton of them. So, I mean, when you break this down, Pittsburgh, I think they're going to struggle to score. They lost all their top scorers. Colgate lights it up from 3. I think they'll do that again against a very, average defense in Pittsburgh. And Pittsburgh relies a lot on free throw points, and Colgate doesn't foul a lot. So, I mean, when you look at that too, it's a good stylistic matchup for Colgate. This isn't necessarily a team that you'd normally back on the road laying points against a team like Pittsburgh, but I think it's a good spot here. So I like Colgate -3, -120.
All right, Ben, I'll hop in after you here because I'll give you guys my second best bet. I do think this is a really good spot for Texas tonight. I know that AC, you mentioned you're on Seton Hall.
Opposite.
We are going to go Oppo here. Going to fade Steam. Shout out Joe's picks for the fade Steam system.
Fade Steam system.
Bro, I taught him that.
Shout out Slam the Bucky. But this thing did open where Texas was a favorite. Now they've moved to a little bit of a dog here. I think that it is going to be a close game throughout most of it. But when it comes down to it, man, I love this Texas team. I love what they did throughout the portal, the guys that they were able to land. You did mention maybe the size could be a little bit of an issue. I think you'll see a lot more Christian Bishop in this game from Texas. He's a guy who hasn't consistently started for them, but, I mean, he was a great player at Creighton. He's going to be a guy who can come in off the bench, be an X factor in this game. So this is a game I do like Texas to get it done. Now getting them as a slight dog, I got plus 102 on the Longhorns. So it's too good to pass up for me here. I got to imagine, people will like Texas in this game. I understand Seton Hall is the home team, but you got to remember with Texas, guys, they have a ton of veterans on this roster. So I don't think a road game at Seton Hall is going to throw them much. They also have one of the best coaches in the nation in Chris Beard. He's dealt with way more difficult atmospheres to play. So give me the Longhorns all day. We'll hook them. We'll get the win here. I like Texas. But this is a game I know, guys, a lot of people want to hear everyone's thoughts about. I know, AC, you were saying you were liking Seton Hall. Ben and Chris, I don't know if you guys really gave what you liked, but I think this is Seton Hall to hop into.
Yeah, well, Seton Hall, Bryce Aiken, he's still questionable, I think. But, I mean, he has an illness that he was out last game with. And I think even if he's questionable with an illness at this point, even if he does play, I don't think he's going to be 100%. I think that is kind of a key factor here. I mean, he's arguably their best player. And so, I mean, I think that's everything you said, I agree with Texas on. Plus, on top of that, the Bryce Aiken thing, I think that's leaning me towards Texas a little bit more.
Chris, how about you? Texas guy.
All right, boys. Since you guys are watching this right now on the Twitter live, make sure you guys retweet this, comment your plays of the night, like this, show some love, man. Hit that like button and give us some good karma tonight. All right, man. So my thoughts on Texas, man. I like Texas. I'm with Dead, and you know how Dead and I are on the same play. I don't know if that's good or bad, but I do like Texas in this spot. I think
we need a record on it.
I think since Seton Hall is at home, that they'll technically play better, and Texas got kind of smashed by Gonzaga there. But this is a good spot for Texas here. I think they make a statement.
Yeah.
And they play at one of the slowest tempos of the nation. I think they're like 300th and 349th in tempo. And they hold opponents to an average of like 18 seconds per possession there. So, Seton Hall plays at a fast pace. And so what do you do, when you play at a slower tempo? You got to slow down that offense, make them play at your pace, right? And so, similar to kind of my capping yesterday at Virginia Tech there, I think Texas, controls the tempo first half, and they get it done defensively. I'm taking the better offensive and defensive team here. So Texas plus the 1. That's mine.
I'm on my own on this game. Okay.
Yeah.
I like that.
Looks like it.
All right. Let's do one more quick review on tonight's slate. So I'll go through the 2 bets that I was on. So Seton Hall, I know I'm opposite of Slam, Dead, and Ben there. So I like Seton Hall tonight. And then the other one is Iowa. I think Iowa crushes on the road against Iowa State, one of the best offenses in the league, in the country. So give me Iowa and give me Seton Hall, 2 smaller favorites, but I think they get the job done. Dead Prez, what are your 2 plays today?
All right, guys. Yeah, I'm rolling the dice with Arizona State. I've been getting comments. Arizona State sucks. Again, this is typical, and they're still a 3-point favorite here. I don't think that they're well beers, but you also have to look who they've played, guys. They've had a lot of really tough games. They've actually stuck in those games. Grand Canyon's playing, Little Sisters of the Poor. So I'm not worried about who they've faced. I'm going to take Arizona State in this game at -3. And then my second play, like Casey said, we're opposite on this one, but I do like Texas here as a slight dog in this game. I think they get back on track. All right, Slam, what you got for us? Give us the two, and we got to get the dog of the day before we head out too.
For sure. So first play, I'm taking first half of Rutgers. I think they come out hot. They play well. They play good defensively in the first half. Then they choke it away in the second half. My second play, I like William and Mary -3. A lot of y'all say Arizona State sucks. Bro, William and Mary is a scary play, but I think they're so due. They get it done at home tonight against a Hampton team that is off a good win. I see a potential letdown spot. And William Mary's it's due for a cover here and a win. So this is going to happen tonight. So and then I like Texas as a lean as well. So Handy.
All right. Before we get to Ben and his 2 max plays, let me go ahead and reset the room real quick. Everybody, please go to betkarma.com. Free sports betting tools. They offer the latest and greatest every single day. And if you want to go to and talk to like-minded individuals who love sports, college basketball, college football, whatever it may be, definitely check out the Discord that Bet Karma runs. That's at betkarmachat.com. Again, I know Chris alluded to this. I think Ben said this earlier, but if you're listening to this right now, please do retweet this video. It means a lot to us. And Dead Prez may give you some money. So definitely retweet it. All right, guys.
$100
the moment we've all been waiting for, just reviewing Ben's 2 max plays of the night.
Well, all right. One max play on Colgate -3. I actually saw it's moved to -3 in a few places.
This
That
is why
doesn't
Ben's
scare me.
followers are so mean to him.
Exactly, man. Everyone does it to me. All right. Well, here we go, I guess. All right. Colgate -3 will be a max play. 2 units only. Max play doesn't mean go put your entire bankroll on them, right side. Colgate -3, -110. Mortgage play. It's moved. So you can get it now at that key number I was talking about buying to. And then my other play will be fading Chris, as I usually do. Purdue first half -7.5.
He's gonna learn, boys.
Purdue first half
today.
-7.5. So we will see who comes out on top of that one. But those are my 2 favorite plays today.
All right, let's whip out our dogs of the day, boys, before we close up shop. I'll start with my dog of the day here. I'm gonna go with let's see who is my dog. Does Texas count? That's not good enough, right?
No, that's not good.
No.
All right, you know what? Give me Monmouth to knock off St. John's. I like the spread there, so I'll take that.
Someone asked about that one actually. Someone asked Monmouth.
I think they can upset. What's your guys'
They're
dog?
undefeated. They're undefeated against the spread this year.
Here I'll go next since I've been. I think I hit the last dog of the day as well. I can't remember what it was.
You're hot.
Texas Tech.
Oh yeah, it was Texas Tech. That's right.
That should count. They're really good 2-point dog. You guys didn't let me count Texas.
No, they're 4-point dogs, dude.
They were 4. They were 4.
Bro, I hit
All right,
Butler.
boys.
I hit
Rest
Butler.
you.
You don't hear me talking about that.
All right, boys. Dog of the day. I like Iowa State here, man. I think a lot of people
What?
are underestimating them.
Stop.
Wow.
I mean, I like him to win this game. Or
Everybody
cover,
go
man.
to Slam the Bookie's Twitter account and troll him right
Let's
now.
see it. Let's see a ticket then. Let's see a ticket.
Yeah.
Yeah. 2 grand.
I just added it in. It's a lead right now. But
All right,
that's my
Ben.
dog of the day, boys.
Ben, give us
All
your
right,
dog.
my dog of the day is going to be Grand Canyon.
Ooh.
It's not super
Oh,
confident. If I had to pick a
don't take
dog
Grand
of the day,
Canyon, bro.
I know.
We've been playing
here's-
cupcakes, man.
I know they've been
Dude.
playing cupcakes.
They're gonna be
man,
like
but all right.
Wyoming.
All right,
Max.
listen.
It's square as shit. It shouldn't count.
No.
Square.
Holland Woods revenge game. He's playing Arizona State. He just transferred from them. I guess if you want to call it a revenge game, he's gonna go off 30 points tonight.
30.
And a big win.
30.
All right.
30.
All right. When this
30
guy
points,
doesn't score
Holland Woods
30,
against
go
his
to
old
Beat
team.
the Spread's Twitter.
He's
and
got to
troll
get
him.
1 for 16 from the floor.
No, man, I don't
Steph,
care if they've
like
been playing
Steph
Kansas.
last
night.
Arizona State literally put up 29 points in a game. I don't care if you say that's just a fluke.
They do.
Their offense is horrible right now. They just won against Oregon in overtime.
All right, they do
All
again.
right,
See, now they're
my
not.
dog of the day.
They're doing it,
I'm
man.
gonna support my boy Dead Press Picks. I love Monmouth tonight. They're +8.5. Sprinkle that money line because they're gonna upset St. John's tonight, guys.
Upset City, baby. Wait, real quick, guys, before we close up, I don't know if we shouted out the College Bowl mania that Bet Karma's doing, but I did want to hit that real quick. So Bet Karma's going to host their own College Bowl mania hosted by ESPN. So it's 250 cash prize to the winner. It's 100% free, guys, to join. The link to join is on the Bet Karma Twitter account. Make sure you guys give them a follow. It's at bet_karma. We'll be blasting this out too throughout bowl season. But hey, free entry and money. Who doesn't love that? And we know bowl season will be a lot of fun. So make sure you guys get in on that as well.
Hey, we just got a comment, Cal Naughton. He says Holland Woods for 28-6. I love, or 26-8. Sorry, I love it. 26, not 30, but I'll
That's
take
not
it.
the
That is
30,
over,
man.
then.
That's not
That
the
is over.
30.
It's close. It's enough. It's close enough.
Ben, please do us the honors and close us out tonight.
Yes, sir. Everyone, thank you for tuning in today. This is another great episode. We got 8 great plays for you guys. Some of us fading each other on them tonight. We will see who comes out on top when we catch you guys again Monday at the same time. Make sure you tune in for that one. Again, please retweet the link for this tweet for the stream to help us grow, spread the word, to help this show keep growing. And then also subscribe to Bet Karma on YouTube. They have a lot of other shows besides this one, and they have some great content on there.
Good, man.
So, yeah, thank you, everyone, for tuning in today. We'll see you guys Monday at the same time.
All right.